What to know about dental assisting. Hi, my name is Tara. I am currently a dental assistant too in Claremont at Claremont Family Dentistry. I have received a couple questions from you guys that you would like for me to answer, so I will be doing that. But I just wanted to let you guys know that if you are wanting to do dental, that it is a great area to pursue your career in. I really enjoy doing dental. Okay, so the first question I have from you guys is, how long did you have to go to school for? So I actually did not go to school to be an assistant. First of all, when I was a freshman in high school, I then decided that I wanted to do dental, something dental. My first thing that came to mind was dental hygiene. So I then started doing research, had looked into going to CVCC in Hickory, and then once it was time to graduate high school, I then went on to CVCC to do dental hygiene. You have to run a 2-year course, roughly 1 to 2 year course of classes before you enter the dental hygiene program, which was what I was working on at the time. I had finished all my prereq classes for dental hygiene, and I had went in to my dental office to get a cleaning myself one day, and I actually knew a girl that worked there at the time, and she came up to me and she's like, "Hey Tara, I know you're studying dental at school, but would you like a job?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, of course, but I mean, I don't know anything about dental. I've only done my prereq classes, which is the math and science and communications." And so I was like, yeah, I mean, I would love a job, but I don't have experience. I don't know anything about dental. And she's like, yeah, that's fine. Bring a resume tomorrow, and then we can train you on the job. So what I did is I showed up the next day. I went to the office. I came in scrubs. I had my resume, and I started. They hired me then, and they trained me in office, and since then I've switched offices, but I have been a dental assistant for 3.5 years now. I was trained completely in office. It took me about six to 9 months to fully learn everything, which I've also noticed from hiring other people that even the ones who did go to school for dental assisting, they actually still have a hard time learning in the office, just because they don't teach you everything like hands-on that you would need to know in a real situation. So you just kind of have to learn as you go once you're in the office. But if you were to go to school, there are 2 options: a DA1, which is a dental assistant 1, and a DA2, which is a dental assistant 2. Dental assistant 1 does not take as long as 2. Dental assistant 2 takes 2 years to complete. So you would take a course for 2 years within dental to get your certification for a DA2. If you do not go to school and you are trained in office, then the requirement to be a DA2 are other certifications that you would need, like your X-ray certification and I can't remember it off the top of my head, polishing classes and other things that you would need to be qualified by the board of the state of a DA2, but you would have to have full-time hours for 2 years first thing to qualify. All right, so let's move on to the next question. how many patients do you see in a day? So that is a trick question. Every day is different. So first of all, we work from 8 in the morning to around 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Sometimes it varies anywhere from 4 to 6 o'clock. So in between 12 and 1 o'clock is when we usually take lunch. So we have 4 hours in the morning, usually 4 hours in the afternoon. In those 4 hours in my office, there is currently 2 assistants, 2 hygienists, and 2 up front. So being a dental assistant, we normally have anywhere from 5 to 8 to 9 patients in the morning, and then in the afternoon the same amount. But for me personally, I would see anywhere from 3 to 5 patients within 4 hours. So normally 6 to 10 patients a day. It really all depends on what they're there for and what their appointment requires. So you could do anything from a reeval, which is just checking on someone, seeing how they are and how they're healing, to a root canal that could take 2 hours. So really just depends on how many patients you see based off their appointment. The next question is, what is the best part of being a dental assistant? Being a dental assistant is never a boring day, I'll tell you that. So there's always stories to hear and people to learn. There's always somebody new in the office, or sometimes you can even create good relationships with the patient, and they come in, they act like they're your family. So it's pretty different for each one, but I would probably say my favorite part and the best part about being a dental assistant is probably the people I work with. Maybe it's just me since I've been there for 3.5 years, but people come and go because, every job is like that, but you just create this bond with the people you work with. In our office, at least, we go out and do things as a team, and we'll go out and paint together, or we'll go to a concert. But the best part for me is just enjoying working with my coworkers and being able to make that relationship with them. Also, another thing that I enjoy with my job is most Fridays we have off, so that everybody enjoys a 3-day weekend. And I also have a 2-year-old daughter, so a lot of times if I need off, or she's sick and needs to go to a doctor's appointment, it's not really an issue to be able to ask off in my office. We usually help everybody out, which falls under the same concept of enjoying working with my coworkers. So I'll move on to the next question. Number 4, do you ever have patients that get mad at you? The answer to that is absolutely. Absolutely, really. So, just about every day you'll have somebody. You can't make everybody happy. That's within every job that you have. Yes, there are patients that get mad, whether it's about treatment or if there was a miscommunication or financials. Yes, they do get mad. Most of the time, yes, the customer is right, but usually that is up to the doctor that you work for them to provide the right way to go about the issue. So the next question, number 5, what skills do you need to be a successful dental assistant? This kind of falls back into the first thing, how long do you have to go to school for? So, I mean, the skills, you have to have communication skills. You're working with the public. So that is probably the biggest one. Just like with any other job, I mean, you have to be on time. You have to have good communication skills. You have to be able to work well with others and around others, and especially at a fast pace. Depends on which doctor you're working with at the time. If they are like patient, or it's kind of slow down. Everything's different, but for the most part, basically the skills are either going to school, learning how to be a dental assistant, and then becoming one, learning in office, or being trained on the job, and just having the communication, responsibility, good working with the team, and fast pace. Number 6, the last one, what kind of schedule do you have? I went over that just a little bit ago, but as far as the schedule in my office, we have multiple offices. Everyone is on a different schedule. So far from my office, we work from 8:30 in the morning on Monday to, we have lunch, and then we work till roughly 5:30. Tuesday through Thursday, we work from 7:45 to around 5:30. And then on Fridays, we are off. We recently just started seeing some patients on Fridays, so that I think that will be maybe once a month. We're open on Fridays, and that is from 8 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon. So every office is different with their schedules, but that is currently our schedule, and I enjoy it. So I hope that I answered everything to where you're able to understand and you don't have any more questions. But if you are thinking about being a dental assistant, I do recommend it. I have no regrets, and I love my job. Thank you.